In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Dabbleboard as your canvas or your platform for creating your videos. So we're on the site right now, we've logged in, and you can see your toolbar at the top here. So this is what you're going to use to do any kind of action within Dabbleboard. So the first one here on the far left, you can see this is to create a new Dabbleboard canvas, or to just clear it altogether. You can download and save whatever you draw on this canvas to your computer, which is a good idea. You can save it online, we'll get to that later, and then obviously undo, redo. You can upload a file, a document, a Word file, a text file. You can insert images, freehand draw, and then there's some shapes and arrows you can draw. You can change the size of the font here or the size of your lines, and then different colors, and then we'll get into share and chat later. So let's start with the objects here at the top. So if I click on freehand and I draw a circle, it's just going to look like that, a normal ugly circle that I'm drawing with my mouse, triangle, square, and whatever you want to draw. So it's just a freehand drawing. So then I'm going to come up here, clear canvas. Okay, now let's say that I want to draw a circle or a square or triangle, but I want it to look nice. So I unclick this so that it's white. See, if I click it, that's gray, that's freehand. Looks ugly, but you might need it for a specific reason. If I unclick it and it's white, and I draw a triangle, it's going to look nice. So you'll know that you're in freehand when you see those dots. So if I want to draw a circle, oh, that didn't work. A nice circle comes up. So you can see those dots trailing behind, and that means that you're in automatic mode. If you want to draw a square, all you have to do is draw a right angle, like that. You don't have to do the full square. For a triangle, you have to do the full triangle. For a square, you can just do the two lines, and then it draws the length and width for you. And then for a circle, I think, yeah, you have to draw the full circle. Okay, so that's automatic mode, and you can do other things like lines, different kinds of objects. So let's come up here and clear our canvas again. Another object that you can use is the arrow. So it's just an automatic arrow, so it looks nice. And then you can change the width of your arrow. So this is to draw the arrow, and then if you want to change the width of your arrow, then you click on that so you can see how that'll be bigger, and then I want to make it even thicker, and there it is. And then you can change the colors of your arrows as well. So if I click on this and I come up here and put green, it changes to green. And you can see that once I've selected the arrow with this icon here, I can move it around wherever I want. I can replicate it and move it down, replicate it, move it down. I can scale it so I can make it smaller or longer, and then I can erase it with this X. So that's it for objects. Let's see what it looks like now if we're going to be using it for creating our questions. So I'm going to come in here to our Wiki Spaces, and I have a question here that I created in Wiki Spaces, and I want to bring it into Dabbleboard because I want to make a short video explaining the solution to this question. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this question here with the responses, copy it, edit copy, go back to Dabbleboard, and then make sure that I'm on the small, so this is not just for objects here, the width of your objects, but it's also for the width of your font. So I'm going to make sure it's on the small font. I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to make sure I see that box and click paste. All right, so if I wanted the font to be bigger, I could have clicked this, double click, and click paste, and it's bigger. So let's delete this one with the X, click on this, move it up into the corner here. I don't want the green font, so I highlight it and I click on black font. No, that didn't work actually. You just have to select it to change it. Okay, so now I have my question here, and it's a perfect canvas for my video. If I want to draw some kind of flow chart while I'm talking, I can go to freehand. Whoops, let's undo that. So undo. So maybe I can create a flow chart here, and I have a triangle and a circle. Nope. Undo. Let's try that again. Undo. Let's just create a square. Okay, good. Now, if I want to insert text anywhere throughout the canvas, all you got to do is click it and start typing. Right, and then you can highlight it here and bold it. Whoops. Highlight and bold or italicize or underline. Okay, so but let's delete that. So anywhere you want to start typing. Here, type here, click here, type, click here, type. So it works anywhere, which is nice. So let's say that I'm creating a flow chart here, and I want to say that this is a beta cell. Again, I can click it and move it and change the color. I can select this triangle. See, now you see what happened is I've selected the beta cell, and then I also clicked on the triangle, and now they're both clicked. So when I move it, they both move together. So that could be functional, or it could be annoying. If you don't want them to move together, you have to click off and then click the triangle again. Now you've only selected the triangle. So I'm going to change that to pink. And then say I want to call this an alpha cell. Okay. I want to change that to green. And then I want to insert an arrow here. And I want to say beta cells secrete insulin. I want this arrow to be the same length as this arrow, so I'm just going to replicate it and then drag it over here. And alpha cells secrete glucagon. Okay, and then I could even insert here, so secrete. Okay, and you can play around with it like that. So I've drawn a little concept map here. You got to double click to get that off. And now I have kind of a canvas for when I create my video to explain the solution. Another thing that you can do here is if you come up to the middle of the page, you see where the cursor is, you can see add page. So let's see what happens. I'll add a page, and you can see that it's a clear page. And let's say that I want to upload, okay, I'll go back there. Let's say I want to upload an image to this page because I want to use it in my explanation. So I click upload an image, insert from computer. So this is an image that I've cropped off the internet or I've made on my own, and I've saved it to my computer. Okay, and this is one that I just previously made, diabetes table, open, and you can see it loading in the upper left-hand corner. And there it is. So it's loaded. I could select it. I can make it a little bit bigger. Bring it up, center it, a bit bigger. Okay, so now I also have an image on my canvas that I could use for my explanation. So I can go back to my first page where I have my question. I have my flow chart that I created. Let's say I want to insert another image here. Insert an image from my computer. Okay, let's say let's insert an image of the pancreas. You can see it loading up here. Okay, and there it is. So you click on it to select it. Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's move it down here. Okay, so now I have the question on my canvas, I have a flow chart that I created, I have an image, and I even have an additional page to use for my explanation. So this sets up the canvas for my explanatory video of the question. So in the next video, I'll get into how to create the video, but you know, this is your platform, and you can also use it while you're doing the video. So let's say you're explaining the solution and you're going through it. Okay, so the first question, for example, the first question is, knowing what you know about diabetes mellitus type 2 is, the alpha cells of the pancreas are not secreting any insulin. So we go over here, the alpha cells, do they secrete insulin? No, they secrete glucagon. So we can rule this question out. So let's say you come up here, you select red, you select a line, and then you draw over it while you're doing the video, and you've blocked it out. And then you can keep talking throughout the video and draw on the screen, you know, draw freehand, write while you're talking, or you can even just click on the screen and start typing. So this is how you can use Dabbleboard as your canvas for creating your explanatory videos.